terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Houston Rockets. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Curling inside. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Reggie Bullock has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 79% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Westbrook into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up. Smith with it up top. Down a point. To Julius Randle. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
To Harden. And look out. Big finish at the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Smith with the basketball. They're down 3. Houston with the basketball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Harden to Capella. And the rebound taken down by Randle. Smith into the front court. Down 5. To Marcus Morris. Old school. Backs his man across the timeline. He'll run the offense. To Harden. For 3, and James Harden, not sure why he was so wide open there.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Oh, nice swat. That's going to be out of bounds. Tucker. To Westbrook. Won't go. New York in control of the basketball. Scores from the post.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
For 2, that's what you want.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Into the front court comes Smith. Now down 6. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Harden. Knicks with the basketball. And finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Westbrook into the front court. 2-point advantage. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out. To Marcus Morris. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Westbrook with it. Lead is 2. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. James Harden, 3 for 4. Good start. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1.
A one is here too? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Good look that time, but off the mark. Harden with it up top. Leads 4. Has a look. Wide open look. Won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Goes 2 for 2.
Right back to you.
It's in the hands of Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Short jumper stays out. To Payton. Here comes the screen. Elfrid Payton, guarded by the former Dookie. P.J. Tucker rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Payton into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Gibson matched up with P.J. Tucker. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard
Payton. Short jumper misses. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, James Harden, 4 out of 7. That's it for the first quarter. It's been all Rockets. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Here's Harden with the rock. To P.J. Tucker. Mitchell Robinson with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Hayden with the basketball. Down a dozen. In the basket, good at the rim.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and, most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Hayden to Kevin Knox. And the Rockets have the rebound. Tucker picked up by Gibson. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Iman Shumpert here against Taj Gibson. Mitchell Robinson with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Elfrid Payton guarded by Gerald Green. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Harden. Probing the defense. And scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hayden into the front court. Down 8. To Kevin Knox.
Feel that? I see the confidence building.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Into the game for Houston, number 0, Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook to P.J. Tucker. Possession lies with New York. Smith to Kevin Knox. Knox. Here comes the screen. Smith now. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Dennis Smith.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the middle one. One more coming.
For New York, number 9.
Can't cash in. 0 for 3. Westbrook with the basketball. Up by 6.
Defense, let's go.
Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 81%. Missed it at the line. Smith now into the front court. Margins 8. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Harden into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Here comes the screen. Curling inside, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Eric Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Smith with it up top. They trail by 7.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
Dennis Smith Jr. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ed, that footwork was absolutely off the charts. Just that space, splash.
Good. Off a spin.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Julius Randle. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
It's Harden. Brings the ball up. To Capella. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Smith with the basketball. Down 5. Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Westbrook to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Has a chance. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second.
The first 1,000 fans in our next home game will receive a free team poster. Even better, 3 lucky fans will win a poster that's been signed by the entire team. Show up early for your chance to win.
mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Knicks, number 26.
Harden. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The possession lies with New York. Takes stock of the floor. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Shot for James Harden. Not that time. Smith into the front court. Down 6. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
That's it for the first half. The Rockets with the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Rockets, their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities, that really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Knicks were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the half.
James Harden was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Westbrook into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Beyond the arc for 3. Big Russ, big shot, hits the 3.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Dennis Smith Jr. matched up with Capella. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw good, a three-point play, and they're back within single digits, down by 9. It's Russ at the controls. To Capella. Sizing up the defense. Harden shoots, knocks it down, off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Forward comes Smith. His guy's down 11. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Westbrook across the timeline. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Here comes the screen. Harden to Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Shot by Westbrook, won't go. And scores, strong take.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
It's James Harden once again to P.J. Tucker. With the interception, great defensive play.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Screen coming to Marcus Morris. Shot clock winding down. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
He gets it.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Bullock, guarded by Clint Capella. Clint Capella sends it away. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. To Harden. They work it to Capella. Down low. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Harden lets it fly from beyond the arc. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Screen coming. KNICKS with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Yes, it drops.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
On the drive, it's Harden, but a shot no good. To Dennis Smith Jr. Slam dunk.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
To Dennis Smith Jr. No good. Westbrook into the front court. Lead is 12. To Harden. Westbrook. Won't go down. Julius Randle. Shot clock winding down. It's no good. Great defense. Russell Westbrook with the rock to Harden. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to Westbrook. Gets a shot up off the mark. Smith now into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Bullock can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Screen coming. Bullock against Tucker. Layup goes down. Well done.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions in order.
Harden. And he drains it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Smith with it up top. Down 12. Lays it up and in.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down. The Rockets way out in front. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Now it's Harden at the controls. To P.J. Tucker. Screen coming. Iman Shumpert guarded by Taj Gibson. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Knocks down the first.
I get him right back to it.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Hayden with the basketball. down 11. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Elfrid Payton at the line for 2 shots and for his career. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. Rivers into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Fareed to Harden. Goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 42, Nene. Entering the game for New York, number 5, Dennis Smith.
Smith with the basketball, trailing by 11. To Payton. Smith. Gets to the basket and scores.
Around or over, go through.
And now Houston has the basketball. Austin Rivers. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Taj Gibson, better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Austin Rivers. That one out of bounds off a rocket. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
James Harden. Subbing in for the Knicks, number 15, Bobby.
Into the front court comes Smith. His guys down by 9. To Payton. New York with 4. Shot no good there by Portis. Tucker guarded by Gibson. Harden. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Elfrid Payton sizing up Eric Gordon. Here comes the screen. Payton on the drive, but it won't go. Rockets have the ball. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Surveys the floor. Fires the 3. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Smith now into the front court. Down a dozen. The rebound belongs to Houston. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Nene pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul.
Up a dozen. Tucker. To Harden. Tucker. Nene with the dunk.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 15.
Dennis Smith Jr. Harden's on him. Payton to Dennis Smith Jr. To Payton. From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Harden. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Tucker to Harden. Mitchell Robinson, huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And count the basket inside.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Harden to Capella. Knicks come away with it. Smith to Kevin Knox. Screen coming. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Dennis Smith Jr. has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. First one, counted.
Substitutions, New York. Subbing in for the Houston Rockets. Number 0.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. It's Rockets ball. Westbrook to Harden. And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Lets it fly from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets were solid in today's victory. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Knicks didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Houston Rockets did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
James Harden is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.